This film was shot when 3 riders came to Japan and tested bikes before the 1970 season. Also appearing is Mitsuo Ito, who conquered the Isle of Man TT in 1963. Clearly, Suzuki had high expectations for the new season. And the expertise of Joël Robert, Sylvain Gebos, and Ole Pettersson had brought amazing improvements to Suzuki's machine. The RH70 produced a maximum of 30 horsepower, not so different from the RH69. But it gave better low and mid-range engine performance, and most importantly, better pickup at low revs. Suzuki engineers had reduced the bike's weight to just 83 kilograms. And the RH70 was the first bike in the brilliant Suzuki Yellow that came to be known around the world as Yellow Magic.
ギア比としては遅いのから速いのまで欲しいというやっぱ要望を満たすためには5速ということ。ロベルト・ゲボスもお前ら3速に戻すかって言ったら絶対嫌だって言いましたね。
The 1970s were a golden era for Suzuki. In the first race, in front of thousands of spectators, Robert and the RH70 easily won both heats, without allowing anyone to catch up. The speed of the RH70 amazed the European fans.
本当に速いライダーでしたね、ロベルは。
レースに対しては非常に一級品っていうのはもうスタートなんか抜群で、
ロベルのコーナリングは抜群でしたね。
ゲボスの方はね、どっちかっていうと細かくメカニックっていうことでね、車直すのが好きでね、それなんか部品でも作っちゃうんですね、自分で旋盤かけて。
These two star riders kept on achieving great success and competing with each other. They secured the 250cc class constructors title in the middle of the season at the 8th Grand Prix in the United Kingdom. Robert won the battle between the Suzuki riders and won the Riders' Championship. Robert was now celebrating his 3rd consecutive title. And Suzuki had achieved its long-cherished goal of victory after 6 years of participation. The journey since 1965 had never been easy. Suzuki's success reflected a great deal of know-how from road racing. The keys included the way Suzuki determined the character of the engine by means of the cylinder port timing and exhaust chamber. And they included weight reductions by means of materials and processing techniques. The winning machine, the RH70, was exceptional, even among strong competitors.
軽量化については絶えずもう一日中考えてましたし、寝ても考えてましたし、マグネシウムで作りましたし、チタンも伝えるとこは使いましたし。
モトクロスの方がライダーとの関係なんかはずっと近いですね、ロードに比べてね。それで非常にフレンドリーなところがあって、私はロードも面白かったですけど、モトクロスの方がより面白かったですね。
In 1971, Suzuki decided to compete in 2 classes. It would no longer race only in the 250cc class, but also in the 500. For the rider, Suzuki signed Roger da Costa. He was the biggest rival of Robert and Gebos, and the best rider at CZ. Suzuki now had the best riders for both classes. Also this year, Japanese rider Taichi Yoshimura raced in the 250cc class and achieved great results. Suzuki's prowess in development also enabled brilliant performance in the 500cc class. Da Costa won the first race, the Italian Grand Prix. The machine was the RN71, with a 367cc engine and maximum output of 41 horsepower.
250cc の延長です。フレームサイズなんかはほとんど250と一緒ですよね。
Suzuki showed great performance throughout the season, also winning the final race, the Dutch Grand Prix. Da Costa brought Suzuki the 500cc class constructors title in the company's first year of participation. And he won his first riders title.
Da Costa は勝負に対する執念っていうのはまたすごくて、自分で航空燃料なんかを手に入れてきてこれ使ってくれとかね。
Meanwhile, the naturally talented Robert and Gibos shone in the 250cc class. Robert easily won both titles. Gibos ranked third. The class belonged to Suzuki. The company now dominated both classes. It followed Husqvarna and CZ as the third manufacturer to achieve this record.
やっぱりロベールですよね。ヨーロッパの当時なんかちょっとやっちゃって頭を取って優勝しちゃうっていうような。
非常に人の気持ちも察するいい男だと思います。
まあデコスターも結構こうガーッとくる時もあるしね。まあその方が車が良くなることね。
彼らの話を直接聞いて、次の年はどういう車が必要かと、それを探っているわけです。
In 1972, Suzuki was at peak performance. Robert won the 250cc class for the third year in a row. Da Costa had his second consecutive win in the 500. With this golden duo, Suzuki enjoyed victory in two classes for 2 consecutive years. All over the world, Suzuki became synonymous with motocross.
ゲボスとデコスタは違いました。ロベルはどんなどでもよかった。それは天才ですよ。
ライダーを見る目っていうのがちょうど日本のプロ野球の選手を見る目とかそういうのと同じ人気があるんですよね。